Happy Friday. My name is Matt. That's pretty relevant since we're talking about names this week.
My name is Earthworm. My name is I don't have a name.
I'm your Friday host, Matthew, or Matt. But Matt is not my first name. My name is actually James Matthew, or will be, once I get that legally done. So the process of me deciding what my name was gonna be whenever I was going through all that, the decision making was pretty scattered. There were a few different names that I liked at the time, and none of them fit me. You know, I liked the names, and those are cool names, and they're probably names I'll use for my kids one day, but nothing else really fit me other than Matthew. And solely, I guess, just because I'm so used to going by Maddie, and I don't have a problem showing my birth name. My birth name's Madison. Just something about me that happened, and now it's over. It was a really easy transition for people to make, going from Maddie to Matt and Maddie, because it's really interchangeable. And I don't get angry when people ask me my birth name. But, you know, I really haven't had an issue where they'll ask me my birth name and then call me the wrong name. Like, call me by my birth name after I've told them that my name's Matt and I go by Matt and I go by Maddie. You can call me Maddie, you can call me Matt, you can call me Matthew. You have so many things to choose from, so using my birth name isn't really, like, it shouldn't be an issue because you have like 3 other things you can call me. So the reason I chose James Matthew is because my great grandfather's name is James Washington, or I'm going by first and middle name. His name is James Washington, and then my uncle's name is James Michael, and nobody else continued the naming, you know, like, process after that, so I figured, you know, nobody else is having babies in that generation. And I guess the uncle, that would be my great uncle, sorry for that. So I took that over. And I haven't really discussed legality of name changing with my family yet. But I don't think that it'll be an issue. I think they'll be okay with me choosing that name. I tried to get my mom to be involved in the naming process for me because I really valued her opinion, and I always asked her, you know, if you would have had a boy instead of me, what would you have named him? And she was just like, well, I don't know. I probably would have named him your brother's name, which is my younger brother. And I said, well, if I were a boy, what would you have named me? And she's like, Madison. And I'm just like, nah, Mom. So she didn't really budge on the name thing. So, and I always asked what my friends would call me, you know, just to get their input, to see what they said. And that they were just like, I don't know, like, because they've always known me as Maddie. And I think that that's pretty gender neutral in a sense. But I don't mind being called Maddie. I mean, that's kind of how it's going right now, just in classes. Because at the beginning of the semester, I wasn't passing as well, I guess. My voice was a lot higher, and so I get misgendered all the time in class, but that's just something I'm gonna have to deal with until next semester, so. So, James Matthew. I dig it. It's very eloquent, I think. Hopefully my great-grandpa would be proud that I chose to carry on his name. I'm happy with it. I don't see it changing. So, I don't know what the laws are to get your name changed in Oklahoma. I can only imagine that they're not fun. I heard, and I haven't read it, so it's just what I heard. I heard that two transgender women were recently denied their name changes in a court of law in Oklahoma because God made them a boy. Like, that was the judge's argument. So he wouldn't grant them a name change. So I'll have to find out where that is and avoid that part of the state. I don't know. I don't like it here. I like that my family's here, and I like the school that I go to, for the most part. So, but yeah, names, right? I don't really have any advice on like picking your name if you haven't yet. It's just something that'll come to you. And you know what? I didn't have any aha moments when I was choosing my name. I was like, oh, James Matthew. It was like, well, I like that name, you know? I'll see how it goes for a while, you know? And I just like the way it looks on paper, and I like the way it flows. You know, it rolls off the tongue and all that. So I thought about just doing James Madison, but I don't want to go by James. I mean, I could later in life. I don't know, but I mean, as for right now, I'm comfortable going by Matt and Maddie and Matthew. So, but I don't see any reason to keep my birth name in the equation. I think my mom would have liked that, so she could just keep calling me Madison, which she's gonna do anyways. So, but it's not a big deal. Like, just don't let it bother you. Bitches ain't shit, you know? Like, don't let it get to you. It's not worth it. So, figuring out your name could be, like, long and drawn out, or you could just have, like, this aha moment, which some people do. I think it's funny that there are, like, these, like, go-to names in the trans community. And they're great names, like, they're great. Like Skylar is a big go-to one, and Kaden is a big go-to one. I feel like that's a big go-to one. I don't know if there are any Skylars or Kadens on the channel, but I don't have any beef with those names. Like, those are cool-ass names, but, I know personally a trans man named Kaden, so I just feel like a lot of guys, like, choose that name. So, more power to you. You could have a Skylar and Kaden army. So, not everybody sticks with something close to their birth name like I did. And not everybody wants their birth name to be known. Because, like, people get hate on the internet, and that's ridiculous. But, like, that's different. That's a different topic. Yeah. Names, like you're the only one that can, like, decide your name, so, like, yeah, like, I got input from other people, but in the end, it was just like, this is it. This is what it is. So, if anybody knows the laws in Oklahoma, hit me up, because I'm about to get on that, so I'm just lazy, and I don't like to Google. So many results. Anyways, next week's topic is Valentine's Day. That'll be fun and sad and fun. So, boy, good luck in your name thing. Do your name thing. Okay, wow, bye.